Hey everyone, it's Rishi
John Paul.
and it's our PHP2.
Alrighty. So for my PHP2, I decided to keep the exercise. It was going pretty well, but I also wanted to add meditation. It seemed like a lot of my classmates were doing pretty well with meditation, and I wanted to not only experience physical benefits, but also mental benefits. I decided to meditate for 10 minutes a day using the Headspace app. I also wanted to go to mass more, and so I would track my progress on an Excel spreadsheet. This time around, Rishi and I had increased communication. We would check on each other a couple times a week to check on our progress, and it definitely helped having her go through the same experience, and we would help each other through our setbacks. Another layer of accountability was the Facebook group I had with my friends. What I liked about having this Facebook group was that it brought a lot of excitement to the workout experience. We would often joke about working out or lack thereof, and it definitely created a great community of support for me. So after a week, the meditation had gone okay. It was my first time meditating ever, and so I wasn't too bummed out having only meditated 4 times in that week. And I definitely found things that I could tweak for the upcoming week. For working out, I had definitely made my goal of 5 days per week, so I was happy about that. However, at the end of the week 1, going into week 2, I experienced a setback that really threw my just emotional well-being out of whack, and I could not meditate. I really was very anxious, and so I decided to just cross off meditation and focus on exercise. For me, exercise was something I have been doing for a while now, and it felt very integral to myself. I noticed that weightlifting really helped me heal. It helped me get stronger physically and emotionally, and in the last 2 weeks, I noticed a pickup in the weightlifting, and after having experienced a setback, it felt very natural to go and work out and de-stress. Another thing that helped was purchasing protein supplement, which helped boost my sense of commitment. I felt that, I had already purchased this protein, so I might as well make the most of the money I spent and continue going. Some takeaways for me were that community definitely helped me stay accountable. It helped me work through a lot of setbacks I had, and it definitely made this whole experience very fun. Another thing was that having a commitment device such as purchasing protein made me accountable as well, and it was something I could do to help me in the future stay.
So for my PHP, I did sleep hygiene, and there were a few things I really wanted to do. First was maintain a similar sleep schedule, and for me that meant waking up at the same time every morning. Next, it was exercising, and while you're supposed to do it daily, I realistically thought I could only do it about 3 days per week and do restorative yoga 5 days per week before bed. And finally, I wanted to associate my bed with sleep, so not using my laptop, iPad, or phone in the bed. I decided to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning because I had 8 a.m. classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I found that I actually was able to do that. I was also able to exercise pretty regularly, more than 3 days a week, and do restorative yoga before bed. It became somewhat of a crutch to fall asleep. However, I quickly found out that I was unwilling to give up Grey's Anatomy before bed. I am on season 6, and I am determined to make my way through the rest. Nonetheless, with the other adjustments I made, I was able to wake up in the morning at 7 a.m., work out more regularly, as I mentioned before. In the top right corner, we can see that I bought some things to work out at home, so even when I couldn't make it to the gym, I could still get my workout in. And in the bottom right corner, that is a friend's workout gear. We would text each other regularly to say, hey, are we still on for today? Are we going to work out? And that really helped me get amped up about working out on a pretty regular basis. However, a tragic thing happened. I went on vacation. And on vacation, I sprained my wrist. And a number of other things went down. I lost track of my routine. I didn't do restorative yoga before bed. I started drinking wine more in the evening, things that just in general kept me up. And then I had some extracurricular activities, as you can see in the bottom right corner, that also prevented me from getting enough sleep and waking up early enough in the morning. And that led me to where I am now. Last night, I was up at 4:26 a.m., or rather, this morning. And that it's not because I woke up at 4:26 a.m., it's because I was still awake at 4:26 a.m. However, I am hopeful that I will be able to get back on track with the support of the people around me, my friends and loved ones, walking, doing more exercise that I can do even with a sprained wrist, and relying on that restorative yoga before bed. So, to sum up my results, before Utah, I was able to wake up at the same time every morning, even though I found it difficult to go to bed at the same time every night. But when my routine changed, I found it difficult to stay with any kind of program at all. And once I was injured, everything fell apart. And what did I learn from the experience? Well, first of all, emotional connection is very important for me. I needed to feel the direct benefits of what I was doing in order to change my behavior. Next, reframing. Looking forward to how well I would feel when I'm well rested was more motivating for me than fearing how terrible I would feel when I couldn't sleep. In fact, fearing not being able to sleep was stressing me out and making me stay up longer. Radical change was easier for me. I was able to cut things out or take things on more easily if I did it by doing the whole thing instead of taking little itty-bitty steps. And being realistic is really important. In my first PHP, I realized that I didn't really want to drink more water, so I wasn't going to. And here I realized I did not want to stop watching Grey's Anatomy in bed, so I was not going to. Community was really important. Having John Paul text me and having friends to work out with really made it easier. And finally, setbacks happen, but instead of giving up, it's important to find ways to adjust. Thank you.